Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Asquad Walker coming at you live with another YouTube video. Oh shit. Give me a second. Coming at you with another YouTube video. Today I'm going to attempt a TMR install on the DualSense Edge analog stick modules. Now, I've done plenty of Hall effect installs. If you look on my page, I've done tons of them shit. So I've done an HDMI repair. I've done a liquid metal replacement. So I'm pretty good and knowledgeable with this shit. It's just the fact that I don't have a desoldering vacuum yet. So I'm going to attempt to do the DualSense Edge modules the way that I do the actual Hall effect install to the actual regular controller. So I'm gonna switch the camera. Then I'm gonna switch over to my my webcam when I get started. So let me switch. Okay, so boom. Got the TMRs, PS5 Edge, all right? These are the ones that came with my controller that's over there. I ordered it from GameStop. So we got these, but I don't have a desoldering vacuum. So we're going to use that at the lowest speed. Oh shit, fuck no. At the lowest speed with aluminum foil and Kapton tape protecting like the middle thing, protecting that middle chip. And the edge where the little connectors are at on but the inside of it, I think I'm confident I could do it. I'm confident I could pull it off. But probably in the next week or so, I'm going to get a desoldering vacuum so I don't have to struggle like this ever again. If I do decide to do more TMR installs, because there's a couple of cats on eBay. It's a couple of cats on eBay that are doing the TMR installs, and it was one guy. It was one person who had the most affordable price. He had the Buddy had the I think it's called damn, I can't think, TR something mods on eBay. Buddy had the best price for 2 sticks, right? He charged $60 for both sticks it's a send-in service. Like you send in your sticks, and for $60 he installs the TMRs. I'm like, that, yo, but GameStop shipped that too late. So if I send these to the person now, I'm not getting them back until well after Christmas. I was hoping that I got that by Thursday. Like if I would have got that by Thursday, my black Edge controller, I'll show you guys. Give me a second. If I would have got this Edge controller by Thursday, I would have just spent the $60 and had Buddy do it for me. But since they just delivered this shit today, I have to pull a Thanos. Like, I have to do another Thanos. Like, fine, I'll do it myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get, for the most part, with eBay send-in service people, I got one hit and one miss. All right. The hit was when I sent my original Xbox off to get the 128 megabyte RAM upgrade. That was a hit. Dude, Buddy was the coolest person I did one of the coolest people I ever did. Buddy was one of the coolest people I did business with on eBay. He was in Virginia, and he got that shit done in like a week. And I had an extra motherboard. I'm like, hey, you can if you want to take the RAM off this extra motherboard that I fucked up on, you can keep it. He was cool. But I'll never forget that I had a switch where the USB-C was fucked. It was done. And I sent that off to somebody. And when he got it, oh, I got like mad switches to do for you. I'm like, bruh, no. Because if you would have told me this when we were interacting, I would have never sent it to you. So, Buddy kept my switch. It was broke. Buddy kept it, but thanks to PayPal, I got my money back. So that's why I don't really fuck with I'm very, very skeptical about fucking with eBay send-in service people because they pull shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If I ever thought to do like, I wouldn't even want to do it through eBay because I don't know. I wonder how much eBay or how much a percentage that eBay gets from a send-in service because since it's not a tangible good, I don't think they're allowed to get a percentage of that. I don't think. Yeah, I don't like because I know selling stuff on eBay. It's like fucking 13.9% when you make your sell, and then they try to get you to spend more money on ads to get your stuff out there. So that's even more money. That's why I can't even tell you the last time I posted something on eBay. Like if I had if I had like the client base, I wouldn't even use eBay. I would do send in services. Like I like apparently I'm good at what I do. Like I've done so I pretty much sell stuff to my coworkers. Like I get there that I probably do a trade. Like I do trades for my coworkers. I tell you, if you got a stick drift controller, I have a set price. You bring in the controller and pay that price, and you can trade it in for one that already has Hall effect sticks in. But yeah, so we're about to attempt this. Give me a few minutes. I'm gonna switch over to my webcam and I'm not gonna show the taking apart of I'm not gonna take the plastic over here because you can look that up on YouTube. Like you can find that on YouTube. But I'm not, these are gonna be fully taken apart already, and then I'm gonna these are gonna be fully taken apart, and then I'm gonna set everything up so I can get started. All right, well, see y'all in a few. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I switched over to my webcam. We about to dive right in. This is what we're working with. That thing is small. And of course, the shitty regular ass analog sticks. Oh yeah, you gotta love them. Okay, so to secure this process, I'm going to put Kapton tape over this, like over in this middle. And I'm gonna put some on here so I don't, my precision is pretty good. I think I'll be better if I put, I might have to put the smaller nozzle on my, I might have to put the smaller nozzle on my heat wand. I think I have it. I might have to do that for the sake of precision, but then again, I might not since I have the air speed at the lowest setting. So, and I'm gonna mix I'm gonna mix some leaded solder with this lead-free solder, so the melting point will be a lot lower. So yeah, I'm going to put some Kapton tape here. Put some Kapton tape over here. Put some over here on top of that so the plastic of that don't melt, and put some in this middle here. And we're gonna get to work. So let me start setting up that Kapton tape. And then I think I have just enough room to put this here. You talk about just making it. Oh, I say, what the hell are my scissors? Okay. This Kapton tape is kind of, it's not very fickle, but you got to use a little heat to activate it. So I'm going to go all the way around. That's what I don't like, man. This cap, that ain't, the adhesiveness is trash. Oh, but I just said it. The adhesiveness is activated when it's heated up. Alright, so I know what I'm going to do. Kapton tape, and then I'm going to go over it with like a little layer of aluminum foil to keep that Kapton in line. That should keep falling the fuck off. Alright, this is perfect. This should be a good enough piece right here. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, so that's how I did it over that top part, and I still got the the pins exposed that I need to get desoldered. All right, that's perfect. All right, now we got to do this side. This side is important because that's the little button that you eject the modules with, so you can't let that shit get melted either. So put a little more, get some Kapton ready. I mean, you could just try to desolder it with the wick, but have fun, because the pin that the analog stick module is connected to, that sticks up, so it's gonna be hard to use the wick because that solder is gonna come up, but it's more than likely gonna get it's gonna get stuck on that pin, and you're gonna be in for a very bad time. Hopefully within this week or next week, I will be finally getting a desoldering vacuum, and I can do this stuff with the greatest of ease. In the words of one of my favorite FGC players, Smug, I'll be doing this with the greatest of ease. The only thing about this cap, it don't stay down. All right. I'm gonna put a little bit of aluminum foil over that button thingy to keep that down. You talk about caveman. This is some straight unga boonga right here, yo. This is some great. This is grade A unga boonga. All right, this is what we got. This is some grade A Oonga Boonga. But we gonna make this motherfucker work. This is Oonga Boonga at its finest. Alright. I'm gonna try to get y'all a good view. Okay. Need my grabbies. Alright. I moved the TMR sticks over. I moved the other stick over. See if I can get y'all a better viewing angle. Nope. That's the highest level of zoom I can get for y'all. Okay. Okay. Let's boogie. That's my fume extractor. I'm 40. I don't want to breathe none of this shit in. Okay. Oh, see, when you mix those two solders, the lead free with the leaded, you get something called oxidation. So if you're new to soldering and you wonder why that shit turned black, that's why it turns black. It's called oxidation. But if you got like a good cleaner thingy and you like, go in here like this is how you clean it. I see how. Wait, I ain't trying to touch this shit. Hold up. I see how my tip. Don't pause. The tip of my iron is shiny as fuck. Yeah, and that removes the oxidation. All right. All right, we got all the pins with what the fuck? I think I gotta hit one more pin. That one right there. Perfect. Hold on, let me see something. You want to make sure it's on there, but you don't want to use too much force. All right, that one's on there. All right, that one's good. All right, now I can hit this from this angle right here. All right, it's on there. We good. Okay. All right, that's all the pins with the solder changed. All right. It's the moment of truth, y'all. It's that time. Move this over. So that way, when it's time, the sticker fall right off. Let's go. Oh shit, I gotta turn it back up. I had this shit to 400, but I mixed the cheap solder in. I mixed the leaded solder in. Now let's see if we could get away with 350. Now if it was still the lead free solder, you would have to do 400. But let's see if we can get away with 350. Now since this is my first one of this, I'm gonna be extremely patient. Hold up. Alright, perfect. Let's go. Oh shit! I'm tripping, y'all. Damn. I ain't even get these pins right here. All right, give me 1 second. Damn, I'm tripping. And I just realized I didn't get those pins on the side. Not only did I not get these pins on the side, I wasn't using no flux. All right, now we ready. All right. Oh, I got it just before it turned off too. All right. And this is the important part because when that flux start moving, when the flux start seeping, it can hit that chip. It can hit those chips. And that's what you don't want it to do because when the flux hit those chips, those little capacitors, that's why you want to desolder and vacuum when you're doing this. Oh, but it's working. It's turning shiny. Yeah. And I don't have to have it all the way up to 400 now. So I can work a little bit safer. Now let me get this side over here. And once that solder start turning shiny silver, just use a little bit, not too much force. Because you don't have the same gripping surface. Yeah, it's starting to come out now. Yeah, here we go. There you go. Now you let the board cool off. And none of those capacitors or any of those shits got moved. That one was smooth. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the first crappy stick off. Now, once you let the board cool off a little bit, then you go over it with the good old Wick and the flux. Oh man, that's the main reason I gotta hurry up and get a desoldering vacuum. See, with a desoldering vacuum, I could have did all of that in one go. I could have desoldered to have that. Oh shit. All right, that's perfect. See, with the desoldering vacuum, I could have desoldered and had this clear in one go, but I use the wand. I don't have a desoldering vacuum yet, but I'm going to get one. I'm definitely going to get one. And now, okay, and now your soldering got to be a little more your soldering has to be a little more precise now since the board is that much smaller. So you have to be precise with the wick. You don't want to hit none of these IC chips or anything like that. You don't want to hit none of that shit. So you want to be 100% accurate. The tip I'm used, like, mind you, with all this I use the standard tip. I never once changed that tip. I'm able to use the standard tip to do all of this. So yeah, first crappy stick down. Well, I guess GameStop taking long to ship this was a blessing in disguise because now I'm doing the shit myself. If it wasn't for them taking long to get this controller here, I would have sent it to. I would have had to. I'm not a religious person, but I would have had to, like, pray to Bob that freaking I would have to pray that the eBay person didn't screw me out of my item. Boom. Crappy analog stick. We got that thing off. Now when the board cools, go over it with a little more flux. Well, actually, I might not. Even though I do it most of the time. Most of the time, I put more flux and more flux. This time, the flux that's already on there, I'm going to leave that. And then I'm going to put the flux on the desoldering wick. Okay, so that's a cheat code I learned off of a random YouTube video. When you're desoldering this shit with the wick, you could put the flux on the actual like points, but it's better, and I can confirm this. You put the flux on the part of the wick, and then you put that shit works miracles, bro. I'm like, holy shit. All right, the board is just about cool. So now, thank you, Cat Baton Tape. Yep. And none of those capacitors or none of that shit came off. You see, like, these little bitty baby capacitors? Damn. I don't think I can zoom in. Okay. You see the two black chips? There's a lot of little bitty capacitors next to them. So that's why I didn't want to hit the air with that, because the melting point, those are probably so low that you don't want if you're using the high air. Well, now another disclaimer, I don't recommend doing what I'm doing. I don't recommend this at all, because if you're inexperienced, pay attention. I'm gonna say this again for the people in the back. If you are inexperienced, you will fuck up. That's just how life goes. If you are inexperienced, you will fuck up. So I do not recommend this. The only reason I did this, because I have experience doing it like this. Like, I have experience, so I know the do's and don'ts. Like, you see, I got the aluminum foil, like Kapton tape. So apparently, I gotta know something. Like, I gotta know something if I'm still willing to do this like this. Because I don't want nobody out there in YouTube land be like, well, hey, Skywalker, Ask Why Walker did it. I can do it. If you have the experience, yes. If you are a total novice to this, no. You will break it. You will break your $20. And I remember it was a time you couldn't get these shits no more. These things, yes, they're $20 a stick. You couldn't get them. Like, now, they just now became, you could just go and buy them because the scalpers will scalping them all up. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't recommend this again. I don't recommend this unless you're confident and know what the fuck you're doing. So even you can follow my vid, like, hey, he used the Kapton tape. This takes precision. I wholeheartedly recommend the desoldering vacuum. I only did this like this because I am impatient. I like the person out the eat, and it's hard for me, even though I had I have a 50-50 record with eBay send-in services. I don't fully trust them. I would rather do it myself. But again, I'm experienced. And, you know, if I ever attempt this again, I'm going to have a desoldering vacuum. So I'm going to have the 100% proper tools for the job. But, yeah. Okay. So now, oops. Oh, the board is cool. So, all right. Now, and look. The plastic part is still intact and it's not fucking melted. See, that's that's the important part. If you're using the wand to blow it, you gotta make sure that plastic piece don't come off, because that's like the eject mechanism, and it connects to the plastic. So yeah, yep, and it's good on the other side. Yeah, that is scary. It's scary. That was scary, but you know, experience guided me through. Okay, now we take off the other aluminum foil. All right. Yep. It did just like I said too. Like the heat, when I applied the heat, that's when the Capitan tape wanted to act right. All right, I won't. I'm like, thank you. But when you before you apply the heat, it's not going to stay still. It's going to start. It's going to be moving and all types of shit. But after you apply that heat, you're good. The flux and the flux and the heat, you're good. All right. Now for the desoldering, I'm not going to use this because I think, yes, I'm just going to use the flat surface. I'm just going to do it just like that. I'm going to bring the camera over so y'all can see. And I can move it up a little bit. Fuck. Okay. All right, move it down. Okay. Now, yes, I'm going to have this shit flat just like this. I'm going to do it from here. Because I don't want to risk, be desoldering it and that shit falls while I'm desoldering it on that elevated joint. So I'm just going to do it right here. Okay. It's John Wick time. Oh no, I don't need the solder yet, but I need the flux. Okay. We're gonna move these. I'm gonna try to reuse the same aluminum foil pieces if I can. Great. If not, I got some more. All right. Okay. Give it one more clean. All right. Let me use my fume extractor. All right. Let's boogie. Okay. I'll move this over. Okay. I think I have just enough wick to complete this. I will say these holes are significantly easier though. That shit came right off. Mm-hmm. Now this is where you gotta be careful because you don't want to hit those capacitors. Mm-hmm. Got it. Got it. That one could be better. Uh, I hit that one again. This movement is getting. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna hold the board myself. All right, got it. All right, that's pretty. That's going along swimmingly. Hold up. I do need the surface because I wish I had. Okay, hold up. I might have to elevate it, y'all, because it's moving. I don't like it to be moving. Okay, let's see if I could do this shit from an angle. Oh, okay, I got an angle. All right. Let me. All right. All right. More flux. That. No, that. Hold on. Okay. It's time to cut this one. Hold up. Where are my scissors? Got it. All right, so with these, let me tell you right now, you gotta use gentle. You gotta be gentle as fuck. All right, all right. Okay. Okay, that one's being funny. All right, hold up. A little more flux. Got it. I hope I got it. It looks. Nah, it might have seeped through the other side. I hit it one more time. All right, that one looks clean. Okay. Okay. All right, that's most of it. All right. Another cut. Alright, that's all of that one. It's a little bit on the side. Let's get that real quick. Got it. Now the last two. I had it, but then that shit went right back on there when I moved. Alright. Cut. Another cut. Mm-hmm. Alright. I think that's a clean sweep, ladies and gentlemen. I might have to clean all this fucking flux off. Let me it's hard to show y'all. Hold up. This'll let me know. Yep. And I clean all this fucking flux from on it, but I think we good. Cleaning this flux is gonna be the part. Now when I say it's gonna be the fun part, the way I say something, it's gonna be the total opposite of fun. Oh yeah, I did it. Clean sweep. I did it. That's one stick in the books. Now I gotta clean all this fucking flux. Even though it's no clean, I still clean it to an extent. Ugh. Something fell. All right, hold on. Oh my God, this is going to be annoying. Hold up. I think I have a cloth for this. Alright. I still got one more stick to do. Alright, move those out of the way. Alright. Alright. Damn. Damn, I gotta get the other side too. Alright, one hole. So I gotta come back. Alright. Oh man, that flux came right off. It's just one hole I gotta get. That didn't come out right. I'm gonna show y'all in a second. Let me finish drying this flux off. Alright. Okay. Alright, that's clean. Okay, the one hole I didn't get that I gotta go back in is right here. Right there. I gotta go back. Because that's what happens sometimes. Instead of it wicking completely up, it'll push it to the other side. And you don't want that. Okay? So we're going to hit it with the flux. Just a little dab. I don't need too much for that. Just a little dab. dab. Little dab on the wick. Okay. All right. Got it. Now let me double check my work. All right, this is how. Oh, okay. Let me check thy work. This is how you know I should be able to go straight through it with this. Yep, I can go straight through it with this. So, got it. All right, clean it again. Okay. All right. Let it dry real quick. Yeah, so when you're doing that, you want to use alcohol. Everybody say 90%, 99%. Yeah, I've gotten away with set. I use what's this? 70%, and I bought from probably Walgreens or some shit. If you want to be extra fancy, you can use thermal compound remover. If you got like a PC, so if you got a PC, you should know what like thermal paste is. And they have a lot of people use a lot of techs use alcohol for that too, but they actually make specialized thermal compound remover. Mr. Yeaster, that was he's one of my favorite tech YouTubers. He swears by Micro Center. Micro Center is really good. Like they came back. I bought something from them like a couple of months ago. Made a little sneaky comeback. Like if you're buying AM4, I would go to Micro Center. They still got the best deals on AM4, but nobody got deals on RAM. I told cats a while ago they should have started building their PCs or upgrading them, but they ain't listen. So now they got to sit through this RAM apocalypse, the AI apocalypse. Okay. All right, there. All right, we're Gucci. That's ready for a TMR stick. And damn, I'm looking. That took about an hour. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. So, TMR sticks. I don't need these caps. Even damn, I like them though, but I'll probably give them away to my GameStop homie before the store closes down. I'll put all my Wick garbage in here. Okay. Now this is how we know. Damn. That shit went straight in there flush. I'm talking when I say flush, that shit went in there flush. And you look on the other side. That's clean. Yeah. So again, disclaimer. With the wand, you gotta be extra careful, extra precise. Not recommended for novices. Experts only. That is not. I've seen some YouTube horror stories. I was like doom scrolling the other day, and I seen some shit on YouTube. I was like, damn, why would Buddy even try that? I'm looking like, damn, why would you even do that? But yeah, I do spread awareness, but I will tell you what to do and what not to do. Like even though I pulled that off, that's not what I did. Like even though I pulled off this, you know what I'm saying? This is only the first stick, so I'm pretty sure I'm like, yo, if I did the first stick, then I can do the second stick as well. That's not novice friendly. That right there. If you are new, inexperienced, and just trying this shit out for the first time, do not do what the fuck I just did. Do not use the wand. Get yourself a desoldering vacuum. And and also, let me touch bases on another thing. The little desoldering iron, like that, them shits are ass. I am telling you, them shits are fucking garbage. And I got like 20 plus years of soldering, electronic soldering experience. Them shits are ass. Them shits do not work. Because so you got the ones where you hit it with the iron and then you hit the little thing. I can't, them shits don't work really. Especially when dealing with something this small. Them shits are trash. And the ones it's the 2-in-1, the 2-in-1 joints. It's an iron and it's the back. It's like the sucker, so you hit it with the iron tip and you press the button. That shit, bruh. I've had an expensive one time. I had the Radio Shack one. Radio Shack made one where it was like an iron tip, right? And it had like a little ball thingy on the end of it, so you hold the ball thingy in, and then you hit it, and then none of all of those shits are ass, dog. Do not use them. Just save up the bread, save up the extra bread, and get the desoldering vacuum. Don't get this are trash, bruh. Them shits are booty, butt cheeks. I don't give a fuck what brand makes them. They are all ass. Do not waste your money. It's this desoldering vacuum on Amazon. It's a white one. I think it's made by it's made by the same motherfuckers who made my soldering station. It's called WEP. It's 127 on Amazon online right now. It's made by a company called WEP. That's your best investment. That's the overall best investment. Just do that. Save yourself headache. Okay, now I can get this stuck on Wick. Let me get that. There we go. It was some leftover flux. Okay. Now, to do this optimally, you hit the corners first. I'm gonna do something wild, y'all. I'm gonna hold this shit in my hand and solder it like this. I think I could do that. So you do the main corners first. All right. But the best, I gotta get that. Damn, that thing is $50 though. It's like this little circle thingy that it's like it clamps it down. I got this one. I got the one that I use because it was only $13. But one that's super sturdy. That thing like $50. But you know, for novices, that's what you want. Novices, spend the extra money to reduce your chances of fucking up. That's my best advice to you. Oh, okay. Hold up. I think I got a plan. Yes. Okay. All right. Perfect. So I just did a life hack. All right. No, don't you cool down, my guy. Not yet. I need you. Okay. So it's not squeezing the sticks, but I got it so it'll hold the stick in place so I can hit it with the solder. And it's not using a lot of pressure at all, so. The void in the background, that's my belly. Okay. Oh, fume extractor. Don't want to breathe these chemicals in. Okay, we got that one. Okay. 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 All right. Mm-hmm. All right. I think I'll use a little too much on this one. Let me hit just a little bit. Hold on. All right. That's per. Ooh. Okay. That got that shit right up. I'm learning stuff, new stuff every day. All right. Now let's hit it one more time. Perfect. Well, that's flawless. That's flawless work right there. Okay. Now, once you get those corners soldered in, you can just hit these with the greatest of ease. Hit that one. Hit that one. Hit that one. Hit that one. Okay. Stop moving. You don't want to use too much force to fuck up the stick. All right. That's done. Hold up. It's one side I don't like. Alright, much better. Now let me hit that. Alright, because I'm thinking the Hall effects, the edge modules, you don't need that much, a shit ton of solder. You want the pins to look up because let me, matter of fact, for reference, let me open up this other one. Whenever you're confused, just open up. I'm just going to open up the other one for reference. All right. Okay, no biggie. Just glue it back on. I got hot glue. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm looking at this one for reference. Yeah. You don't need a shit ton of solder. All right, I'm Gucci. Okay. Stick prepped anyway. All right. So it cooled off. Let me show y'all the final product. That thing is on there flush. I'm talking about it's on there flush. Yep. Hall effect. Oh, it's on there flush. And this is what you want to look for. Huh? I'm not good with camera reflections. All right, there we go. We on there. Now I'm gonna clean it a little bit. We're gonna get started on the second one. I'm gonna do the wire. I'm gonna do the calibration wire absolutely last. I'm gonna do it when I finish the other stick. All right, let me get this little. Saturate that thing. Okay. Alright, look like there's a little gap on this side. Let me hit it one more time. I don't gotta add no solder, but I just want to hit it real quick. I like it. Okay, that's better. Alright. Now let me fine tune it with my chisel thingy. Make sure there's no cloth on it. Oh, give me a second. I know what I'll do. I'm gonna clean off this. Oh, fuck. Okay. Hold up. Let's see if I can use this little brush right here. Alright. Alright. That was good. I'm brushing this shit like some Picasso, like I'm a painter. Getting all the little cloth. I used this little cleaning cloth with alcohol on it. Alright, perfect. Let me take a picture so I can show my coworkers at work tomorrow. Oh, in fact, I'm going to show the homie trail bundles. This stick is ready. Well, I got to add the wire so I can calibrate it. But it's ready. So the ones that are ready, put it to the side. So that shit over here. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's prep the second stick. Whew. All right, let's get this second. No, not you. Let's get the second board ready. Take a sip of water. Oh, that was good. Okay. All right. Now the scissors. Oh, I'll put them all the way over here. All right. Oh, let me try something. Okay. Okay. Yo, it's 2:46 in the morning? Damn. Well, I did wake up. I took a nap, and then I woke up at 11 o'clock, so. Are you fucking kidding me, dog? You know what? I'm gonna do that. Okay. Hold up. Just seen a little capacitor. Fuck. Make sure I ain't fuck up. Oh no, that shit's still there. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna do a little something different with this one. I think I strategically got the Kapton tape where I needed to be. So I'm just going to Kapton tape this one. I'm not going to use aluminum foil. Okay, let's hit it with the flux. Okay. Oh, did I hit that? It's bridging, but it doesn't matter because it's coming off anyway. Criminal. 5 days to criminal, y'all. Perfect. All right. Okay. Okay. It's time, y'all. Whew. Look at that hot wand. All right, let's go. Well, yeah, so I learned something new. When you mix the leaded solder with the lead-free solder, the melting point goes significantly down. It might be lower. It might be like 300, but I do 350 just to be safe. Yep, starting to shine already. Now, oh fuck. Oh, I didn't fuck up. It's damn. Wait, I'm saying damn. I didn't fuck up. It's the fact that this wasn't. It slid down. It was ready to go off too. Hold up. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go. The aluminum foil is what was helping this grip it. So yeah, give me a second. Yeah, I'm gonna you go back. I'm gonna put the aluminum. The aluminum foil is what was helping me grip this shit on the side, so it wouldn't. All right, fuck it. Okay. So yeah, back to the aluminum foil is what was helping my grippers hold this shit in place. That's good to know. Okay. It's cool enough. Alright, so we throw the aluminum foil on there. I'll take my grabbers off. Damn, it was ready to go too. That shit wanted to slide the fuck off. Alright. So, I learned something new. The aluminum foil actually helps with the grip. Alright, this side is good. Alright, let me put some more cap time where the button is at. Okay. Alright, we back in business, y'all. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I can't see that. Got it. Whew. All right. In the words of DJ Khaled, another one. And I can put these up because I'm done with these now. Whew. That was fun. Shout out to aluminum foil, man. The aluminum foil is the reason I had a good grip on that shit. I'm like, yo, I tried to use the Kapton tape by itself. That motherfucking shit slid right the fuck off. I'm like, oh, hell no. But put some aluminum foil, that shit grips. Alright, that's not hot at all, no. I'm gonna do a little foam doom scroll while that shit cooling off. It's almost time, y'all. I had to let you know this is the important part. You gotta let the board cool off. But I should be able to take that off. Yep. Now the only reason the chips look kind of juicy because some of the adhesiveness from the Captain tape got on it. But when I clean it off, all that should be gone. Yo, I'm telling you right now, man. Aluminum foil stays saving my ass when it comes to this like micro soldering and this soldering. Yo, aluminum foil has saved my ass so many times that it don't make no sense. Aluminum foil for novices though. Like even though I can call myself an expert because I done did tons of these on my. I can call myself an expert, but I still do things the novice way. So that way, if someone's trying to pick up and try this, it's like, okay, just make sure you do it correctly. But I am going to get a desoldering vacuum. Fuck that, cause this was a Twitch stream. Psh, we had almost 2 hours. All right, now we take the cap time off. Yep. All right, cap time is off. All right, Joe. So now we are going to clean this up. Shit. Damn. How the hell that should be getting out of focus? All right, there we go. Oh, that was good. Up one. All right, yeah. We about to clean this shit up. That's why it's important you wait till the motherboard to the board cool before you do this shit. Alright, let me scrape this little the Kapton tape residue off. Like I have a fiberglass scratch brush, but I prefer to use my chisel McChisel. Yeah, that's Kapton tape residue. I'm still being careful, making sure I don't fuck up the trace. There we go. Yeah, that was residue, leftover residue from the Kapton tape mixed with the flux. Oh, that shit keep getting out of focus. So I'm trying to show y'all what I'm doing. I had to use my little chisel tool to get some of that residue off before I start the Wick, the John Wick. All right, let me tell you, I'm going YouTube real quick to see if I could get the clamp. See if I could get like the clamp thingy for cheaper and see if it would all sell or something. Cause I see when I'm doing regular PS5 controllers or regular controllers, the PCB is significantly bigger. So I got hella space to like use the tool that I use. But when I'm doing something this small, I I want that clamp down thingy. That's lower to like your surface. I gotta get one of those. If I'm gonna if I decide to do these regular, but I'm gonna get one anyway just to have it. So let me see. I'm here. I'm looking on Amazon real quick. Then I'm gonna start desoldering that joint. All right, hold up. Okay. What's the name of that shit? Um, PCB holder. Yeah. Okay, this one looks good. Okay, this one, yeah, I was looking at this one. This one looks kind of good. Okay, yeah, that one looks kind of good. It looks like it got won't slide. Nah, but it's like for something this small, the best one is yeah, oh yeah, this Velman, yeah, that's the name of this one. I bought this shit for like $14. But yeah, damn, but the only people who make this shit is Hako. Well, no, I could be wrong, but that's all I see on Amazon. This shit is motherfucking $60, bruh. But it's one of the best joints to have. Mm, come on, this is Amazon. That can't be the only brand. Okay, the Omni Vents. Okay, this one is 50. Yep, this little thingy right here. Hmm, yeah. So I probably I probably get that Omniverse one. That one looks like the best deal. They got these smaller ones that looks like, but it comes with four of them. It's magnetic, so I would have to make sure I'm on something metal. And they only $23, but nah, I'll more than likely I'll say fuck it and I'll just get the probably the Omniverse one because the Hako one $60. Y'all, even though Hako is a very reputable brand in the soldering community, they can keep that. I'll probably get the regular the Omni the one that costs $50. All right, let's get to it, y'all. Okay. All right, now it's time for precision desoldering. It's boogie. Uh, I got one pair. I got one pair of these left. These are the Hall Effects the regular joints that I use for regular PS5 controllers. Damn, that went tweaking outside. Let me see something. Alright, hit it with some more flux. Hold up, let me make sure y'all can see this shit. Use a little cardboard, cause I don't like how it was moving on okay. Alright, move this out my way. It's wick time. Okay. Alright. Let's boogie, y'all. Man. Alright. Alright. That got most of, because I used a lot when I mixed it in with the leaded. When I mixed it in with the leaded. So All right. Okay, yeah, I can stay right there. All right, let's go. Okay. Yeah, that shit had stuck to my fucking finger. But I got it. Okay, I got that one. Got you. Got you. Okay. Another cut. Alright, when I get these last two holes right here, I'm going to go back to my thingy. Got it? Got it. Sneak one more. Alright, that one's clean. Okay. You know what? Matter of fact, let me see if I can do them all. Alright. Alright. Oh shit. Okay, I think I got it. Alright. Hopefully the last cut. That shit went straight to the floor. Well, it can stay there. Okay, I think I successfully did it. Okay. Alright, now we test it real quick. Make sure we got the holes. Okay. Clean this shit again. Straight through. Straight through. Alright. Straight through. Straight through. Straight through. Straight through. Oh, I did that one already. Straight through. Straight through. Straight through. Okay. I got this one first try. Straight through. And straight through. I got all of these in the first try. Thank goodness. Now, we clean this shit again. Last cut. Yo, thank you, Soldering Wick, man. And thank you, random YouTuber who I caught during my doom scroll that showed me that you put the flux on the wick, and that shit is just revolutionary. Thank you. I don't know. It was some random Taiwan YouTube. I didn't have it was in characters that I didn't know the language for, but at that one short taught me so fucking much. Like, that shit was a breeze. Alright, now we clean. That's the cleaning is always the fun part. We clean. Because the toothbrush ain't going to do, it's going to do alright, but it's going to loosen it up, but I still got to go across it with this. Alright, my bad. I'm clean. I'm wiping it off the camera because it's hard for me to hold it at that angle and get a full efficient wipe. It's a little residue of the old thumbstick. So here's what I do for the if it's some old residue from the older thumbstick, I just use my little chisel tool and I gently, keyword gently, because you don't want to scrape off the PCB. Yeah, see, comes right off. That's it. All right. All right. Now I'm gonna use the toothbrush again, but I'm a I'm not going to hit it with the rag because I don't want none of that lint to come off of it. So I want the toothbrush to be a little not saturated with alcohol, but isopropyl. Alright, now I gotta hit the edges because there's a shit ton of flux. Ooh, okay. We got some cleanness. I'm trying blingy blingy now. Alright, so before I solder on the other stick, let me make sure. Now I know the point of the top point of where you install that wire because I'm going to use my Kynar. That's going to be. Oh, okay, that's the suit. I got this one ultra clean. Whew. Oh, oh. Clean. Okay. All right. All right. Let me see where the hell this wire go. Okay, so Buddy just used any of the solder. He just used any of the points. Okay, so pretty much I can use my Kynar, but good lord, it's gonna be annoying. But I can do it. It's mighty funny. Buddy was talking about a hot air station. Like, yeah, we don't use a hot air station because you don't want to. I know that. I don't have a desoldering vacuum though, and this is my personal controller. So, and the fact that I did it with a hot air station is a testament of how nice I am with this shit. But would I attempt this again on like a customer's controllers? Hell no. I would only take the risk of doing it on mine because I'll just buy some more. Flush. Ladies and gentlemen. Ah, shit. You got that in there. Flush. Nothing rising, nothing to the top. Flush. All right. Okay. I'm gonna solder that on. Now I know the wire. Damn, I don't got that wire that they use. It looks incredibly thin. I only have Kynar. I only have 30 AGW wrapping. But I know it can be used because I've seen it. I got this from a hobby shop called Tinker Spear in New York. But that wire they use, that's that shit that they sell on AliExpress. It's like this little small copper joint and it's easy, but I don't have that, so I gotta use what I got. So I'm gonna use a little piece of 30 AGW Kynar. Okay, so it went from here to here. Yep. Damn, this gonna be annoying as fuck. But that wire they use, you don't have to worry about cutting that shit. But I got grabbers. I got like the little metal grabber thingies, so I'm still Gucci. It's just gonna be a pain in the ass maneuvering this shit. But I did something of this caliber before. Cause I remember I did a T-SOP on a original Xbox, and I forgot what I did, but for the life of me, it would not let me bridge the two solder points. So I literally used a microscopic piece of Kynar like this, and I soldered that shit, and I bridged it. It let me bridge it. All right, perfect. That's one. Now, let me do the other side. That's two. And then I just use my grabbers to hold it for me. I'll use my grabbers to hold it for me, and I could get it soldered on. All right, so that's one. I probably have to curve it a little bit. All right, I'm not going to try to use that thinner piece. But hold up, I will do this to make life a lot easier. I'll do this right here first. All right, we got that one. All right, let me see. I think I'll cut it like right here. Got it. Okay. We got our little calibration wires ready. Ooh, that was fun. Okay, so I think we're done with the scissors. We don't need these again. The only thing I didn't do was the little tab, plastic tab. That thing was annoying. I got hot glue if I need to. I can just hot glue it back on, but the screws, for the most part, keep it in place. So. All right. All right, let me put this little bit I got left inside of my spray bottle, McBottle. Yep, I can throw this bottle out. Try. Oh, that shit landed in my hand. I gotta get that shit out. Okay, so this is how I do my alcohol. I got like one of these. So I bought these from like a dollar store. It's like a spray bottle. You could just use this like a spritz spray. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do what I did last time. Okay. Make sure that board is flush. It's flush. Okay, give me some flux. Okay. Okay. Oh, fume extractor. All right. We back in effect mode, people. All right. Sure. Okay. Clean a little bit of the oxidation off. Okay. Now we got the corners. Alright, clean the oxidation off. 6 more to go. I can do a little bit more on that one. Oxidation. Just a little bit more. Perfect. Alright. Clean the oxidation. Alright. Now I just need my iron for one more thing to put the wire on. I'm going to do that in a second. I'm about to get a pair of my... I think I got some out already. Hold on. Right here. Let me throw the strips of flux away. Okay. Now, once again, we clean. But before that, let me grab a sip of water real quick. Alright, now let me go over it with the dry toothbrush so I can get most of that fabric from when I wiped it. Alright, give it another wipe. Oh, shit. I forgot. It's my little brushy McBrusher. Yeah, it's 4:11 in the morning, man. Alright. End result. Another TMR guild kit controller. Well, stick module. So I got them on both stick modules. My buttons are not melted off. Safe to say, huge success. All right. So now we're gonna the wire. And then we're gonna put this shit together. I might. I have to cut my other monitor on. I might bless y'all with the calibration to show y'all how it goes. So yeah, I'll bless y'all with the calibration this time around. Simply because it's my first time ever doing a DualSense Edge stick module. That took about almost 3 hours. Yeah. Yeah. When you don't have the now, even I know y'all probably heard the Ben Stein dude in the background. He got a repair shop. He's called Stick Repair, and he's in Michigan. He's right. He's right. Like he's absolutely right. You want to use a. I said this I said this countless times in the beginning. I said this countless times throughout this video. You want to use a desoldering vacuum. I'm an expert, so for me and my personal controllers, for my personal DualSense Edge, I went like this because I didn't have the patience. I wanted it done now. So I did it with the utmost of precision. But as any aspiring controller technicians out there, don't do that. What I just did, don't do that. Because if you don't have that level of experience, you're going to fuck up. And you're going to be sick because you melted or did something incorrectly. A desoldering vacuum is the way to go. I'm going to have a desoldering vacuum soon, so we don't even got to play these games. I'm going to have a desoldering vacuum too. So I will lead by example. But I did this, I attempted this to try to prove to myself whether I could do it or not. And I did it. Got the sticks, nothing's melted, all the capacitors is on there. I cleaned the board every step of the way successfully. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want nobody out there to try it and then melt their board or melt the connector part where it goes into the controller and then blame. One thing about the internet, right? Motherfuckers will do something, right? And they'll use your video as a reference. They'll see you do it, right? And they'll attempt it. And no matter how many warnings you gave them, yo, I'm an expert. Yo, I'm an expert at this. Yo, I'm an expert. They'll attempt to do it anyway. And then when they fuck up, they'll blame it on you. So that's the dumbest shit ever. I'm like, bruh, I said countless times throughout this video, you want to use a desoldering vacuum. I did this like this because I'm an expert at this shit. But, accountability, on the internet, accountability is the mother of all sins because nobody wants to take it. Okay, now it's time for the fun part. I don't need my fume extractor for this because it's a wire, and I think, you know what, better safe than sorry. I am 40, and I want to live, so. But I don't think, I'm not going to need any flux, so let me put my wire and my flux and all that shit up. I ain't going to need none of that. I ain't going to need a screwdriver, though. Okay. 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 Oh, fuck. Okay. I got to hit it with some flux. Oh, flux right here. Hit it with a little flux to make that easier. Oh, and I'm going to put some of the cheap solder on it, too, to make it a little more easier. Hold up. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's better. Okay. 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 Got that wire right there. All right, let me just make sure I can use any of those points, because I don't want to solder that shit to the wrong thing and blow something out. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is absolutely necessary. I'm gonna cut this out. I like seeing a fellow black person do these type of mods. Down a 10 on the tip, because this spot right here is very tiny to work with, so I need to melt fast and quick. Okay, everybody, all of these cats is doing it to there, but I see other people do that shit to like right there. Alright, got it on there. Sorry about not zooming in. That one is done. Now I need to get to this spot right here. Hall effect better. Magnetic TMR joysticks. Order no. It's on some models. I like to. The hole is perfectly clean. Clibration wire. This activates calibration on the free online tool. Now that we got that all set, let's get it plugged in. We'll get them calibrated and we can check the final result. Okay, I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna use that one because I see it's that this stick is connected to some traces. So I'm gonna play it safe myself. Okay. Okay, let me bend it down a little bit. Like an L. Okay. This shit is microscopic, dog. All right. Got it. Yep. There we go. Now let me do this. Get this other one prepped. Kind of made it too long, but that's okay. Now I'll just plug it into my laptop. Okay, yeah, but this is old because you could do all that. You could do all that on the DualSense, on the DualShock tools. So you don't need that no more. All right, all right. So let me show y'all. That's how I got the wire. A lot of people use the original point, which is like all the way down there. But I see the I don't know his name, but I call him Ben Stein because he kind of sounds like Ben Stein a little bit. Ben Stein puts it right there, so and it works. So I'm like, if Ben Stein does it, then fuck it, I could do it, and yeah, but boom. And it's been like a lot of people who did it like a year to 6 months ago. I waited. I waited until that shit until I didn't have to use like Chinese stuff or anything. I wait. I'm like, I'm gonna wait, and it paid off. Cause now you just do that shit easily. All right. Let me add some flux to the point. Okay. And a little more solder. Oh, fume extractor. I don't want to die yet. Perfect. Okay. I think we can get right to it. Man, I was about to be mad as hell. What the fuck? Got it. All right. And boom. That's the other one. We in the building, guys. We are in the building. All right. I should be done with the flux. Oh, look at all that solder dust. All right, I don't think I could put this shit in here. Maybe. I just don't want it to leak out, so I'm going to throw this shit in here real quick. Alright. Throw all that bullshit in the garbage. Alright. We're done with that for now. Oh, throw these in there too. Okay. That was the difficult part. We're done with the difficult part. So I can zoom out. Now we're about to do the put the shit back together tested part. Okay, give me this plastic shit. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh fuck. Okay. Okay, I need that this thingy. Let me see which way this shit goes over here. Okay. Okay, I think I got that part back on. Oh, but I gotta take it back off. So I can put this shit on. Alright. Okay. Now we put this thingy back on. Okay, wait. I think I got it. If I put this... Okay, yeah, okay, so that's a shortcut. If you put that on the spot where it goes on the joystick, it'll just go right back into the right spot. Make sure that's... Yep. Okay, that's a nice hack to know. You put that on, it'll go back and flush where it's supposed to go. Okay. Okay. Make sure this shit is the right side. Oh, those are stopper thingies so you won't go past where you need to press. Okay. Okay. No. Um, we're going to screw in 2 screws. Hold up. Okay, now we got to make sure we match. Okay. 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 Sound's not on right. Okay, that's just the wire, but the wire is necessary, so. Okay. Okay. Now let's put it in. See if we can put it inside the controller. That's the real test. Oh. Okay. They go inside the controller flush, so that's all that matters. All right. I put this back in. Got it. Okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna take that one back apart to make sure it's flush at the bottom. That joint snapped right in when it was flush. Oh, that's in there. All right. All right. All right. Okay. It protrudes on the side a little bit, but that's because of the wire. But as long as this fully goes in, then you Gucci. So lift this up. All right. Uh-huh. All right. Now we test. I cut my station off. Good job. Might ask for an update or some shit, but I'm going straight to DualSense tools. Okay, so let me remember how to do my screen. Perfect. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. It's showing. All right. Now let me go to DualSense Tools. Ah. Okay. Dual shot calibration GUI. Understood. Hold on, let me put my camera back. Okay, toothbrush. Okay. Okay. I'm pretty sure y'all still can see that. Hold on, let me close out these. Yep, I knew it was gonna ask for a firmware update. Nah, we ain't doing that shit until I connect it to the station. Ah, damn. Oh, I can just hit close to close them. Okay. Yeah, we ain't doing that. Connect. Yeah, I got the wire. Oh, it's not bad. Okay. So let me put the sticks on. Let me put these damn things on. Okay, snap them on. All right. Yeah, that's a bad spot right there. But my okay, when I do it twice, it's good. My soldering was good, so it's not the soldering. So hold up. Let me calibrate stick center. Okay. Now let me calibrate stick range. All right, now let's do it again one more time. Okay. Now we're gonna go to done. Now let's check the circularity. Oh shit, 3.8. They say lower is not better. You want higher. But they're even. So they're about even. I'm a fine tune. Okay. Okay, we got that. Oh, Oh, that's good. Okay, that's fucking perfect. Now we do the second stick. All right. Almost there. Okay. Oh, this is... I can live with that. All right, I just got to do this one a little bit more. All right, perfect. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was it. I've done my DualSense Edge. TMRs myself. You doing the unsafest method. Might I add, the unsafest method with my rework heat flow station. So, as I said tons of times in my video, don't do this. Don't do this unless you're wholeheartedly confident and know what the fuck you're doing and have like a decent, significant amount of experience and comfortable doing it like that. I am getting me a desoldering vacuum. Hopefully sometime this week or next week, I'm getting one. I am wholeheartedly going to get one. So I won't have to do that way again, but it worked, as you see. So, yeah, my sticks are calibrated. I got my TMR Hall effects. I didn't have to send it off to Philly. I didn't mind sending it off to Philly. Like, unfortunately, eBay seller person, GameStop screws you out of your bread because I would have paid the $60 to do what I just did, but I did it myself. So it's a testament of what I do on the regular. Like, hey, I you know what I'm saying? But again, I didn't want to leave anything to eBay because of that. That's one thing. Let me teach you guys something. That's one thing about bad experiences with something. You can have 500 great experiences with something, right? You have one bad experience with that thing, you're not likely to do it again. You're not like, you go like, oh, that one, especially if that bad experience cost you money or product or something, you might, yeah, I'm not doing that again. So that's how that is. You know what I'm saying? Like with eBay, it was a 50-50. I got, as I said early in the video, I got one good experience with the guy in Virginia who did the 128 megabyte RAM mod for the original Xbox for me, because that now if I had the right tools, I could have did that. But it's like a little suction thingy that holds the chip in place for you. I don't got that. If I had that, I could have did the 128 megabyte RAM mod, but I don't have that. So I had to try to like play it by ear, and I wear glasses, and I'm like, I'm talking about them pins are microscopic. So I was like, yeah, I'm a yield to the experts on that. And buddy from Virginia, he got the job done for me. And I paid him, and I hooked him up with like an extra motherboard. So if he fixed it, he had another Xbox. But yeah, that's it for me, folks. I'm about to finish charging up my controller, and I'll play some Fortnite. All right, until the next video, peace.